But this year was really bizarre, just the ups and downs. But it made it feel so sweet, in the fact that you never really knew you had it until the last part. You're kind of holding on by your teeth, and then after the last race to actually know you'd won it was pretty sweet. One of the laps when Elio was passing me or lapping me, he cut me up pretty bad, and I almost crashed. So then I repaid the favour several laps later, and it might have been slightly worse, and he lost, because he was racing in the pack and up the front, he lost several positions. So we had a chat right before Pocono, because it was the following race, the next week, and it was actually just before we were going in for our drug test. Actually, we managed to catch up, and he apologized for what he did, and I apologized for what I did, and I said, hey man, I'm not really in the championship, so you should treat everybody with a little bit of respect, so that we don't cross paths later in the season and maybe it hurts your championship hopes. And it was kind of crazy how it turned out, from Pocono onwards, that especially after Toronto, it ended up being us two in the fight for the championship. So pretty crazy. It obviously came around this year, I think, when I took 7th spot on the all-times wins list. For me, to have only names like Foyt, Unser, Andretti in front of you is pretty crazy. Those are people that I idolized growing up. It is big in New Zealand. They always joke that there's so few people there that we must be all related in some way. So it's really cool. And for me, it's such a great country, and I love my heritage, and I love coming from there. So it means a lot to fly the flag. It was important. Dan was a great friend, obviously a great teammate too. So to go to the Dan Weldon, Pro-Am. They have a Dan Weldon Cup in England too, which everyone tries to be a part of, but to help out, the Alzheimer's Association, and, for the first crack at it, to raise, almost $120,000 was huge. But, a great friend, great teammate, great human being. We all miss him greatly, but we'll never forget him. We'll never forget him.